Hey friends. Well, here we are. We are at the end of the Spring Craft Along 2026. I just watched Rainy's video introducing the Summer 2026 cal, which I think that's her second one that she's actually done to introduce that. But let's go back to spring. I don't even know where spring went, to be honest with you. First off, I just want to thank each and every one of you who did participate in the spring cal with the projects that I shared. I will say I really enjoyed the spring cal and what everybody had to offer and bring to the table for this. I've never done anything like this before. And if you don't know what I'm talking about or who I'm talking about, this is hosted by Rainy over at the Woolly Llama Shop. Go over and check out her channel. I will try and link the video for her introduction. Sorry, I'm getting distracted because I have these pigeons keep flying down and landing right below my bedroom window. And they're right behind you guys. So anyways, go check out Rainy and see what she has to offer. And like I said, I will link the video for the introduction to the Summer Cal 2026 down below this video. And then at the end of this video, I am going to post some pictures of who, well, it's not everybody that made the projects that I shared. I had 4 pictures that were sent in to me. So I really appreciate that. And I will, like I said, post those at the end of this video, as well as I will post pictures of the projects that I made for the spring cal. Not only did I do my own, obviously, but I did from 3 other content creators, and I'm going to show you those right now, but I'm also going to show you in the pictures, because one of them I cannot get because I hung him on the curtain rod in my bedroom, so I'm not climbing up there to get him again. So that was the bunny wind spinner from Missy over at Missy's Yarniverse and More, and that was actually a lot of fun to make. I thought it was going to frustrate me because you make it in like several pieces, like its arms, its legs, its tail, its head, and the wind spinner, and then you have to sew it all together. But it was actually a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. So at first I kind of looked at it and I was like, this kind of looks like a bat. But then the more I look at it as it's sitting up there, it's starting to look like a bunny. So from Memphis, Sam over at Memphis Makes, she had put out to do these butterflies. Now I only have 3 of the 4 that I made because she asked that we do 4. And that's because Levi took the blue one. He saw blue and he said he needed the blue one, so I gave him the blue one. But these were a lot of fun to make. I thought I was going to struggle doing the surface crochet because of the way it's done, but it actually was super easy. And all these are is just a flower that we made, and then we folded them in half. And the tutorial that she put out for it was super easy to follow. So like I said, I did the 4 for her. You'll see the blue one in the picture because I was able to get a picture before he took the blue one. And then Michelle over at Michelle Plays Hooky put out a really pretty coaster video. And I challenged myself on this because the kinds of stitches that it does require you to do to make the flowers and stuff. And so I made 3 of these. So this is just one of them. And I'm going to show you what I did with them because I'm actually going to give these as Christmas gifts. So then what you do is you take these, and these are like a smaller version of that blanket that's going all over YouTube right now. And then you take them, and I'm sure you remember these if you watched my latest Hobby Lobby haul. These little pictures. I actually purchased these at Hobby Lobby. So, and I like these pictures because it's hard to see, but they have measurements on them. So they can be, these are food grade safe. I took the stickers off already, but they are food grade safe, which is nice. So that's going to be a dual purpose Christmas gift, which will be very nice. Now getting it sent clear over to the East Coast is going to be, that's going to be the tricky part. I'm going to have to really pack it because those are actually going to go to my son and his girlfriend and her mother. So 2 of those have to get sent back east, and then the third one has to get sent to Michigan. So that is going to be interesting, so I don't break the glass. Sorry, I'm looking at something that I did for another project. So yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think here. So just a little bit into what I'm going to be doing for the summer cal. And again, I'm going to link the video so you can get all the particulars on what is going to be required to do if you want to earn the patch, because there is a patch for this. So I am going to have one larger project, and I'm going to post several different links for that larger project. And then I am going to have, right as of now, I have 1, 2, 3 smaller projects that we will be working on. And I will just tell you, one of them is a wearable. I know I did a wearable in the spring cal, which was this hat right here. If you remember, I did the bucket hat as one of our patterns, which that seemed to be a lot of fun for a lot of people. So I will just tell you, we are going to be doing another bucket hat. I need to look through the tutorial though and just make sure it's something that we're going to be, you know, that's going to be doable for all of us. So that is on my possibility list to do that wearable, but then there is several other smaller projects that we will be doing. I am going to be focusing my color palette on red, white, and blue for America's 250th birthday celebration. Now, I know some of you that watch me are across the pond, and that's okay. Make it, you know, if you want to make the projects that I'm sharing and you don't want to use red, white, and blue, you can use your country's color palette or whatever color palette you choose. And you'll see how Rainy puts that in her video. It's quite funny. But yeah, so my color palette, like I said, is going to be focused on red, white, and blue. Because obviously I'm here in America and I love my country. So, you know, I'm actually doing quite a bit for the 4th of July. There's another collaboration that I'm doing as well that is centered along America's 250th birthday. So you're going to see a lot of red, white, and blue from me, not just from this, but from another collaboration as well. So I think that's all I have to say right now on this, but we are knocking on summer's door, and I don't know about your part of the country, but I know here in the high desert of northwestern Arizona, it has been triple digits. So summer came early for us, but that's okay. It's been manageable. It's been manageable because it's a dry desert heat. So yeah. So anyways, I am just going to say these parting words to get your craft supplies ready, get your crochet hooks ready. Maybe you're going to use, I don't know, maybe you're going to do somebody else's project and they have a knitting project, or maybe they have something that's not yarn related at all. I think right now there's 5 of us that are joining in the summer cal, not spring cal. We're almost done with spring. So yeah, I'm really excited. Ellen over at Ellen's Crochet already has her video is posted for the summer. Go check her out. I'm going to try and link everybody that participated in the spring cal as far as content creators. And then I'm going to have another video on Sunday, the 21st, for summer, because that's when the summer cal officially starts. So sometime on Sunday, I will have the introduction to that, as well as my first pattern. And then I'm not sure how much I'm going to be able to post. I'm not going to say I'm going to post every week. Right now I'm going to say I'm going to post every couple of weeks to every 3 weeks through the summer. I'm not sure what my summer is going to bring. So we're supposed to go out and see my mom tomorrow, and that'll hopefully give me a little bit more insight into what's going on with her, if she's going to be at that facility through the summer, or they're going to transfer her over the summer. I really don't know what's going on. So we'll just say phone calls have not been enough to that facility. So now it's time for me to go there in person and see what's going on. So with that being said, again, I just want to send a million thank yous to everybody that participated. This was a lot of fun. And I hope to see you all in the summer cal. It's going to be just as much fun, if not funner. So, all right, I am going to get this video together and get it edited and uploaded, and onward to summer. Onward to summer.